So one thing that I've let go of since since I began studying the practice is guilt. I felt a lot of guilt just for various reasons. Something goes wrong, and all of a sudden I'm feeling guilty about it. Like I did something wrong and I didn't. Um, so what I mean by that, whether it's at work or at home, I wanted to fix things for people, and if something was going wrong, I felt like it was my responsibility to fix that. Um, and I have let that go. It comes now, and I've more gained the ability to let that go. So it comes up, and it gets easier each time. Something comes up, makes me feel guilty. Instead of feeling that guilt, I let it go, and I say to myself, can I address that problem? Is there something that I can do to fix it? Am I supposed to fix it? Am I supposed to leave it alone? Am I is this my responsibility, or is it somebody else's? And if it isn't, then I completely let it go. If it is my responsibility, then I take responsibility and I address it, but without the guilt.
Q7, another easy one. Tell us one thing you've let go of through the practice. Pain.
Well, for me, the practice it's not about letting go of things that you want. It's not about letting go of things that you need in your life. It's about letting things go that aren't useful to you anymore. For me, for example, I tend to react really defensively in some situations, and it's probably a holdover from my youth somehow, but it's not really useful as an adult to get super defensive about things. It's not productive. And so through the practice, what I've discovered is I've become aware of when I'm doing this. I still do it sometimes. But I'm learning to let it go. This is a tool. This reaction is a tool that must have served some purpose or another. It got me to where I am today, but it's not really useful for me going forward. So in the words of Joseph, I'm asking it to take a rest. But in reality, it's more, for me anyway, the awareness of that bad habit, the awareness of that tool means that now I can choose when to use it, as opposed to before when it would just happen out of my control. So letting go of things through the practice is more about gaining control of and not necessarily using tools just because they're there, and only allowing yourself to use the tools that are useful in that situation.